I didn't say you did. What's your score?
24 out of 25.
Mother! I missed you. I missed you.
I know all my timetables. I got them all right except one.
Let me see. I knew you could do it.
Okay, class. What about this one? Does anybody know what this is? Anybody? Yes. Benjamin. Can you identify this rock?
It's obsidian.
Obsidian. That's right. Do you know how it was made?
It was formed after volcanic eruption by the supercooling of the lava when it hits the water. The volcano erupts and the lava flows down red hot. And so when it hits the water, the elements coalesce. Since the water is cold, the air is forced out and the surface glazes over and the lava becomes hard. That makes obsidian.
I see you after class.
Our reply was, yet they want to know why we don't raise our hands. Y'all don't think we don't have better shit to do? Better shit to be doing after class or something? Plus, why would we want to jump grades when life is all about slowing down and enjoying the little things? It goes by fast enough after all. At his age, we knew what obsidian was. But we knew what obsidian was because we constantly conversed with our family. We were always talking to adults. We were always talking to anybody and everybody of all ages that could talk to us back. Okay? Even then, we still talk to babies. We like to say we're so social that we are antisocial. And again, yes, life is fast enough already. Why would we want to jump grades at such a fast pace we don't even get to honestly be in school? What would be the whole point of fucking school if that was the case? Okay. School definitely needs to be rethought because it's supposed to be where people go to learn things. Meaning, if you don't know something, you're in school. If you don't know how the economy works, you should go to school. Okay? So, it's just a whole series of, bullshit, honestly. Just bullshit. That we go on and on and on about. But the point of the matter is, nobody is asking questions anymore. Okay? Nobody asks anything like, why do we have school? Why do we do the things that we do as a society? Okay? All we do is sit here and make assumptions about things. That's all America is anymore. It's just sitting here assuming
Where are you going?
that we know what we're doing. Okay? That we know what we're doing. That's all we're just sitting here assuming. Instead of sitting here and actually recognizing that we don't know how to fucking do something, and so therefore figure out how to actually do something, we sit there and we say, oh, I know how to do this. Oh, this is how it's done. And that's it. There's no other way of doing this. There's no other way of making green other than mixing blue and yellow. Okay. But there's multiple different shades of blue. There's multiple different shades of yellow. Therefore, multiple different shades of green. Okay. And for trees and bushes, it's actually a reflection of light. Okay? It's not even color per se. It's a reflection of light. It's rejecting that green color. So that means green is found in nature. It is technically a primary color if it's found in nature. Technically. Primary means stemming from the primary course of action. The first course of action you should take because it's the most dominant force of action. Okay. Anyway, that's all we can answer, honestly. We can't answer questions if they're not properly asked. And see, just on this one spectrum of why is there school, a whole slew of answers came from it. Because that's just why is there school, not why was school made, not It's not specific. If you guys want answers, you have to ask specific questions. You have to ask specific questions.
Here's a fun fact I bet a lot of people didn't know about lions, is that at the very
Oh, and that's another thing. We don't know everything about everything. We know a lot about a lot. So we're constantly looking for answers. We're constantly asking questions. Okay? So whenever something new comes around, we're very interested in it. Especially if we've only seen it maybe once or twice or haven't seen it at all.
tip of this floof, there's actually a bone that sticks out. It's really, really small. If I can get a good video of it. Nobody wants to let me see their tails.
I'm sure there is.
Right there.
I mean, it's the tip of their tail.
Probably can barely see that, but it's pretty spiky. Oh. No more looking at the tailbone. Let's see if we can get a good look at Timbus without him ripping away his tail. Let's see. Also, my hands look dirty, but that is because lions have a oil that's used to coat and protect their skin. I can't find Timbus. Oh.
Bitsy, yeah? You told us that your town was going to kick you out forever, and you don't even seem upset about that.
They keep asking me to leave, and I didn't leave, and then they were going to tell me to kick out, and then I was going to be kicked out, and I was like, I don't want that to happen.
Why were they going to kick you out?
Because they don't understand the difference between lemons and lemon juice.
What?
It's a long story. You wouldn't understand.
I'm really trying here.
If they had to kick you out because they didn't understand the difference between lemons and lemon juice, we might have to kick you out if we don't understand the difference between lemons and lemon juice.
Well, the one is the lemon, and then the other's like a liquid juice stuff. They kept saying that one came from the other, and that's horseshit.
Clearly the juice comes from the lemon, but once you squeeze the juice out of the lemon, it
This is what they kept saying. That doesn't make any sense. I don't have any lemons on me, but if you squeeze that lemon and lemon juice came out, I wouldn't.
All right, when we get to Click Clock, I'm going to blow your mind. Bitsy,
Yeah?
you told... Would you be interested in, joining the army? Where do I sign?
Don't do this. You have a wife and 3 young children at home.
I have to, Marge. Bitsy, would you be...
Here are things people have said to me as a baker. Hello there, can I buy a traditional Irish cake, please? Yeah, of course, we have some traditional apple cake, and if you're looking for something a bit more modern, you can have Guinness bread. Oh, okay. We also have soda breads. They're very traditional. Nothing more sweet? I mean, apple pie is kind of a tradition. Do you have anything with chocolate, maybe? You're not going to get anything traditional with chocolate in. I mean, is there any Irish baked good without bread or apple? I think what you're trying to tell me is you've travelled all the way to Ireland and you want to try some authentic foods, but you also just don't like our authentic foods. Is that a bad thing? Not one bit. Here's a chocolate brownie with an Irish flag in it. Here are things people have said.
So what's missing?
Television.
To my parents and the police, the house got robbed. To Drew and Tanya, the TV got kidnapped.
Here, I sketched something for you to give to the FBI.
This is 19 HRCA, serial number 1993IH. Do you think you can get it back?
We'll try. What else?
Well, we're still trying to figure it out, but they took the stereo, all of our records, including my autographed James Brown The Payback album.
Ooh, it's a collector's item. It's worth some money.
They took my meat.
What?
All of it. The steaks, hamburgers, hot dogs, bologna.
If they had stole that stuff earlier, maybe he wouldn't have the gout.
Well, can you find out who did this?
Doubtful. There's a lot of crime.
Aren't you going to dust the place for fingerprints, canvass the neighborhood for witnesses, check with your snitches, put your ears to the street, something?
Lady, my shift ends in 6 minutes. Fill out this report.
And that's it?
That's it.
So you're not going to help us at all?
No, but we're here to comfort.
Get this. I'm getting a gun.
Julius, do you know what would happen if we got a gun?
So what's missing?
Television.
So this is just basically like the stuff we watch. We've always mainly just kind of watched cartoons to begin with. But every now and again, we'll be guided either by a simple word or a question. Usually a word, and then we have to come up with the question to put into Google and do research on. Like, for example, what was it? We knew concrete was drilled out of rock, for example, and for the past year, just the word concrete had been being screamed at us. So we just typed in concrete. And we just searched and searched and searched. And, of course, either that came across or we found a question at the time and it said, how is concrete made? And so we went ahead and we typed that in, and we always take our information from .orgs. And so, darn it.
Kroger is bringing you fresh new ways to save. Every time you order Kroger delivery, you'll earn points.
Our phone glitches a lot. Anyway. And so we'll go down. Wikipedia is not an actual .org. It has not been a .org ever, honestly. It has only been up since maybe about 2015, 2016 maybe. Maybe a little bit sooner. Everything before that was really .orgs and UKs and .nets, .govs. Those are the ones that we really get our information from. We don't ever go to .coms unless it's for something like a cake recipe or, that stuff. Now, where is it? Gosh darn it. Eventually, we found something about cement being used. And then we typed in how is cement made. We spelled it wrong. How's concrete? Alright, thank y'all for watching. Have a safe day, night, wherever you're at, and we'll continue the video later. Bye.